Example 8 says to solve the natural log of x minus 3 equals the natural log of 7x minus 23 minus the natural log of x plus 1. Can I get this to be a log equals a log? Well, I've got one log on this side. Bless you. Can I combine these two logs? Yes. How can I combine those two logs? They're being subtracted. How do we combine them when they're subtracted? Divide. So this side, the right side here, we're going to write the natural log of the first one divided by the second one. And that's equal to what we had there on the other side, the natural log of x minus 3. Do my logs have the same base?
No.
They're both not natural log?
Yes.
They are, so it means they both have a base of what? E. So because they're log base e's, we can get rid of them, which means that x minus 3 is equal to 7x minus 23 over x plus 1. And now we need to solve. How? Well, if nothing else, we got two fractions set equal, right? We can put that over 1.
Oh yeah, don't you like divide by reciprocals?
Oh, just cross multiply. So I'm going to take x minus 3 times the x plus 1. And that's equal to 1 times the 7x minus 23. Now I'm going to do FOIL on the left, or your box. Alright, so my first, my outer, my inner, and my last. And I'm going to go ahead and work on that a little bit. I'm going to combine those like terms. So I have x squared minus 2x minus 3. On the right side of the equal sign, we're just going to distribute that 1, so we just get the 7x minus 23. And I'm just going to bring that down. Okay, so now we're at the point that we notice we have two different types of x's again. We have an x squared and an x, right? Which means we have to factor, which means I need to set equal to 0. So I've got to move one side to the other, and personally, I like my x squared to be positive. So I'm going to move this 7x over by subtracting it. And I'm going to add the 23 to move it over. So when I do this, I get x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. So I'm just going to rewrite that up here in the next kind of column that I'm going to work. So I have x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0. And so now we can factor. How many? Any greatest common factor? No. How many terms? 3. Simple or alien?
Simple. 5 and 4.
All right. X and x to give me the x squared. Good. We need two numbers that will multiply to 20 that will add to 9.
Negative, negative.
So 5 and 4. Bigger number first. Bring down the minus. Negative 5 times what kind of 4 gives us that positive 20? Negative. No alien, so nothing to bring back. So set it equal to 0. And then like before, we're going to set them each equal to 0 and solve.
So would we plug it into the trinomial? I mean the
Plug it into the beginning problem.
oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to check it using our beginning logarithms. So that means all 3 of them, okay? Alright, so I'm going to do my check down here. So I'm going to check when x equals 5. So the natural log of 5 minus 3. Is that okay? Yeah, because what's 5 minus 3? 2. We can do that, right? Equals the natural log of 7 times 5 minus 23. What is that?
Alright, that is, that's 35 minus 23,
Which is positive, right?
Yeah.
So we know that it's okay. It comes out to be, was it 12? But even we can see that. We know 35 is bigger than 23, so when we subtract it, we're going to get a positive number. So that's okay. And then we had what? Minus the natural log of x, which is 5 plus 1. What's 5 plus 1?
6.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
So 5 is definitely a solution. Then let's do our check for our, x equals 4. So I'm just going to plug it in. So the natural log of 4 minus 3, is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 minus 3 is 1. Equals the natural log of 7 times 4 minus 23.
Yeah.
7 times 4 is
0. It doesn't
28.
Oh, wait.
Minus 23 is
That's 5.
5. That's okay.
That's 5.
And then we have the natural log of x plus 1. So we got 2 plus 1. Is that okay?
That's 3.
I'm sorry. It's 4 plus 1.
Yeah, it's still
I plugged in the wrong number.
5.
And that's 5. That's okay, isn't it? So 4 is also our solution. So what we've seen here, though, is we can either have one solution or two solutions, right? Could we have a no solution?
Yes.
Yeah, we could. So just so you know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's just one. It doesn't mean it's going to be two of them. Doesn't mean that they're all going to be no solutions. It could be a mixture. All right, so there's our two solutions for example 8.